Stable camera finally. Playing with my tripod. This planter has a lot of wildflower seeds growing in it. Truthfully, I have absolutely no idea what any of these plants are going to be, or if I'm going to need to thin them out or anything. I ran across a packet of old wildflower seeds that I had from years ago. Actually, these, I wasn't even certain if I'd get any of them germinating, because the seed packet was well over 10 years old. It was something that a friend gave me years and years ago, and I lost track of, and apparently some of the seeds were still viable. I pretty much planted all of the seeds that I had in it just to see if any of them would germinate, and there were a lot more seeds than actual germinating plants. Yeah, I basically put the whole packet of seeds in, and there was a lot of seeds in it. And because I kind of figured, well, let's see how many of them actually germinate, and just kind of scattered them across the top of this entire planter, and then lightly covered it over with a mix of cocoa coir and potting soil. Got a little too much coir in there from the looks of it. And I've been keeping it moist and just waiting, and yeah, all kinds of stuff are popping up. I can't wait to see what they actually bloom out to be, since they're all wildflowers. And I don't recognize any of the sprouts at all. So some of them are thicker, some of them are thinner, some of them have long, thin leaves, some of them have kind of open, flat leaves. Yeah, kind of cool. I'm hoping that this will help draw pollinators to my balcony once I get the flowers to actually grow. And as you can see, I still have problems with a bit of fungus gnats. But yeah, cool, eh? I'm going to have wildflowers. Stupid fungus gnats. Anyway, I have a tripod, so panning slowly, carefully. Whoop. Well, obviously I'm still trying to learn how to use my tripod. Panning, well, I was trying to pan slowly to the left. You can see my lettuce. Maybe you can see it. I've got my lights really bright right there. I've got 3 sprouts that are doing pretty good. So they're growing a little bit slowly because I think probably due to the fungus gnats chewing on their roots. Only this one has a root that's actually down into the nutrient solution so far, that's actually gone outside of the net pot. So I'm pretty sure it's due to fungus gnat chewing on it, but hopefully they'll still grow and be okay. And now that this one's got roots down into the solution, I'm quite expecting that one to just kind of take off. So anyway, that's that for this part. Now that I've got a tripod, I've really got to get a better camera, because sadly this camera does not have a zoom function when it's doing video. It only zooms when it's doing photographs. So I don't know, because this is as close as I can get my tripod set up to my beans. So I don't know if you guys can see these or not. But I have beans already growing all over my bean plants. I've also got fungus gnats out here. Darn annoying insects. They're on everything. Can't seem to get rid of them to save my life. I did for quite a while, until I brought in new potting soil, and of course that just brought them back in again. So I guess I need more predators. But yeah, I've got lovely, lovely beans all over my bean plants. Just pan a little bit over. I don't know if you can see those back there. I've got them everywhere. I've got beans here. Leaves in the way, of course. Tiny little beans. Tiny little beans. growing. Beans down here growing. Beans over there growing. So I'm going to have quite the bean harvest from the looks of it. My potatoes are doing great. These are my Viking potatoes, my Viking favorite. And they're, looks like I accidentally broke a leaf. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Dang it. But anyway, other than breaking the leaves in, apparently, it's doing pretty good. So, oh look, I can actually videotape without having my hands shaking the camera everywhere. Yay! My biochar trial is still going okay. The one in my mini bell in the biochar actually lost a leaf at first, but other than that it seems to be greening up and doing well. The one in the control pot is also doing well, although it seems a little paler than the one in the biochar, so who knows. I'll keep you posted as to how that goes, because it's definitely interesting. Boy, having a tripod makes things a lot more stable, but it certainly makes things a little more awkward, because now I have to share room with the tripod. So that's a little awkward. But hey, you know, at least my videos are steady now. Or at least steadier, till I try to actually move the camera. I did actually I did actually wind up cutting the center out of one of my apple saplings, and it actually looks like it's doing better since I cut the center out of it. The growth tip, not the center, I shouldn't say. My Nanking cherry is still doing pretty good. The other apple is still doing pretty good. My pepper, my jalapeno is doing wonderfully. It's beautiful. Still don't know how long it'll take before it actually starts flowering and growing peppers, but it's looking awesome. My dwarf pomegranate seedlings are starting to take off here and there. Some of them are still kind of slow growing. They've been chewed a little bit by bugs. Don't know what's up with that, because it only looks like the seed leaves have been chewed on at all. Not the regular leaves, but it's taken off. They're taken off. Of course, the one right next to it is the huge, healthy one, and still doing wonderful. I don't know how long it'll take it to get sturdy enough to actually bear fruit. I've heard that they can bear fruit within the same year that you plant them, but I don't know. So we'll see if I get fruit off of one of these or not. In other news, my tomatoes, my Red Robin cherry tomatoes, still, really, I don't know what's going on with them. They're still not setting flowers. So I don't know if I'm going to get any fruit off of them at all. There's lots and lots of buds. Let's raise that up just a little bit. There's lots and lots of buds per se, but these little buds wind up opening up, well, not really opening up. The flowers don't actually open up. The little green covers open up, and the flowers inside just sit there until they fall out. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's got plenty of them here. It's got plenty of them down here. You know, but I keep seeing this happen over and over again. I don't know what's going on with it. Same with this one. I mean, it's got plenty of little flowerette. Not that you can see it. Hey, yeah, two hands. It's got plenty of little florets, I don't know what you call them, but the outer areas, I guess the part that's like the little green thing that's still attached to the tomato when it's done, opens up and the blossom inside just falls out. So I don't know what's going on. I've got some leaf damage there too. Living in an apartment complex, you have to put up with other people's kids screaming loudly. So, sorry about that, folks. Also, something has been eating the leaves of my blue crop blueberries. I have not been able to find out what yet, but it has chewed quite a lot of the leaves. The damage looks like a caterpillar or worm of some sort, but I haven't actually seen any. Just what they leave behind. So I don't know what exactly is eating it, but there is caterpillar poo on the leaves. Not huge clumps, so it's not a large caterpillar from what I can tell. But I don't know. It's been chewing only on the blue crop though. It hasn't touched. No, I am seeing some damage now on one of the leaves of the blueberry next to the blue crop. So actually, I am seeing damage now on these leaves. I wasn't seeing any before, but now it looks like it's moved over to the other one too. So I don't know what's eating them. Haven't been able to find the culprit yet. But something is definitely chomping on the leaves. But in other news, I've got brand new growth, which looks really beautiful and healthy on my blue crop blueberries. I was getting kind of worried about them for a while. But I've got new growth in different areas. Now if I can just save it from whatever's chewing on it, I'll be doing good. I have seen a wasp flying around though, so maybe it's actually eating whatever is eating my blue crop blueberries, or now both of my blueberries, so I can hope. I mean, it's a little wasp. I didn't recognize the variety, but I did see it kind of flying around here recently. And I do know that wasps do tend to eat caterpillars and worms, so if, yeah, it has been chewing on it. Ate almost all of that new leaf. I have got to find the culprit and get rid of it. Deal with it. I don't know what it is. But, so is that caterpillar poo, or is that actually the caterpillar? Nope, that's just poo. Damn. Thought I'd actually found a culprit there for a moment. Oh. Yeah, my blueberries seem to be trying to turn blue, but I don't know. Maybe they just take a real long time to ripen. No idea. But, yeah, that's kind of the update. Things are still going well. Mostly. Aside from mystery eaters and tomatoes that won't set flowers. Everything else seems to be perking up and clicking right along. So, take care all. Almost forgot to show my Yukon Gold potatoes. Still perking along pretty good. Still just the 2 in the bin, so who knows if or how many potatoes I'll get if I get any. But, hey, still looking healthy as opposed to the vines that rotted off and died. So, hey, that's going better. Still got more of the dwarf pomegranates off to the side sitting there. And, yeah, that's the end of the update. Thanks much. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to give please share and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, questions, ideas, or advice, definitely any advice would be greatly appreciated. especially if you know why my tomatoes aren't setting flowers, or what I might be able to do to help them set flowers, or if you recognize the type of worm damage on my blueberries, let me know. Thanks much.